In this module, we will look at objectives, key performance indicators, and priorities of IT. And the reason why we are discussing this is that it's important to understand, after looking in the previous module on the structure of IT organizations, it's important to understand that what are really the targets, the objectives, and to what performance KPIs are IT teams actually held accountable, what work are they expected to do, and how are they evaluated. And then we will compare and contrast what relevance does this have in the security context, and are they even asked to do, is there even an expectation, are they even evaluated from the perspective of security. So IT is a challenging domain which requires skill, experience, structure, and spending to run efficiently. Business is making tough demands on IT for agile delivery of applications in order to keep up with competition. And running IT requires a diverse skill set and a team which has all the different capabilities, complex capabilities required to run the entire IT setup. The primary objective and target set for IT by the management is to do the following: to set up the infrastructure, the data center, with least cost in the minimum amount of time and with the least cost, like I mentioned. To maintain the network with the minimum disruption and maximum performance requiring the least resources. So the expectations of management are actually to do what's mentioned on this slide. The performance KPIs, which are set normally for IT organizations, are minimal network disruption. So there should be no disruptions, and IT should keep running and be available, and the performance should be good. Timely completion of new projects, quick and efficient changes to existing applications, which is the change requests to make sure that the business requirements are being met and business is able to launch its applications and they run well and run properly. So the priorities of IT are really to meet the performance KPIs to keep the data center and the applications running, and also to meet ad hoc and unplanned business requirements, because suddenly there was a change in the business environment and business has a requirement. And note that security requirements, security figures or is present nowhere in the objectives, in the performance KPIs or priorities of IT typically. There are exceptions, but there are very few. So generally, IT teams in banking, the performance or the posture of IT teams in banking is the following. We have extremely large number of applications. There's hundreds of applications in banks, and a lot of them are legacy, very old applications. There's a lot of heavyweight business teams, large business teams who are very important and have a lot of weight. And IT is seen as a relegated, unimportant cost center, which is just a facilitator and a function in order so that the business can run. So IT importance is not really very high. It's seen as a cost center. And technologists, unfortunately, because banking is a very deep area, there's a lot of applications, there's a lot of domain knowledge required to function successfully in banking. What we see is that technologists and IT people generally don't understand the banking environment very well. Now, generally, the IT team's performance in telcos, we see that they have a more professional outlook and more qualified workforce. Most of the telcos have been set up only in the last very recent 10 years. And so they have these very clean, well-structured, very well-organized architectures and greenfield networks with hardly any legacy. It's all new. And we have fewer applications, and IT actually supports and helps to drive the business. Generally, IT teams' performance in the enterprise is as follows. Competence and professionalism of IT teams matches the culture of the IT enterprise. IT enterprise would be any other organization other than, let's say, the banking and the telco, which I already talked about. And IT efficiency is driven by the top management commitment and interest, so it would really depend what type of an enterprise it is. Security posture. Surprisingly, in 95% of all organizations in Pakistan, all types and sizes, security posture has found to be deficient, or absent. And there's a lack of awareness in the country which has contributed to this poor, deficient, and poor security posture. So, first of all, the objectives, performance, and KPIs of IT really are not aligned with security, as I've just shown you. And the resulting security posture is what is on this slide, that the security posture is very weak because IT is never held accountable for security because it was never one of their KPIs and objectives in the first place. Thank you.